It's officially cuffing season, which, if you don't know already, is a period of time where singles begin looking for short-term partnerships to pass the colder months of the year. This sounds really sad.
Why is it got to be short-term?
I know, right?
Maybe the short-term turns into long-term.
Leads to a love
It's
connection.
a thing, okay? That's the whole idea here. But this year, the coronavirus really has changed the way singles are finding their next boo. So join.
That sounds like something you would normally say. Yes. Finding your next boo.
Yes, you're looking for your next boo. So joining us now with tips on how to safely meet people is comedian, millennial matchmaker Emma Vernon. Emma, good morning.
Hi, how are you?
Hi. So good morning. So what are some of the non-traditional avenues that singles can really go through right now to meet people besides like the obvious dating apps, right? Because people are trying to look for new ways and get innovative here.
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of creative ways that people can take right now. I personally recommend social media. I mean, TikTok is so big right now. If you see someone you're attracted to on TikTok, duet their video to get their attention. Slide into the DMs. A lot of people have friends that they've always wanted to date. Now's the time to just shoot your shot and see if they're interested in you.
Excuse me? Wow, I just want to say I know someone who slid into someone's DMs and it worked out perfectly for them. Marisol Castro. You said it on your air. You said it.
You did.
But she slid into DMs because I would be too scared to do it.
Yeah, how do you do that?
I think you just got to be brave. Maybe, if your poison is having a little cocktail before you do it. I just think life is fleeting, right? If there's anything we've learned during the pandemic, it's that tomorrow is not guaranteed. And
right.
I think you just got to make a move. And I think also if you're specifically trying to go from friends to more, then I think you can just sort of hang out and say something sort of confident, like, you and I both know we've always had a thing for each other, and just kind of see how they respond to it, But yeah, like, get creative on social media. I posted a video on TikTok, and people in the comments section started commenting like, I'm a 26-year-old female from New York looking for a guy 25 to 35. And then guys were like, I'm a 30-year-old guy from New York. Like, let's talk. Like, you don't have to stick to traditional avenues anymore.
All right, but let's set up some parameters and some guidelines, right? So we can get Dan booed up for cuffing season. So tip number one is set boundaries. How do you protect yourself?
Yeah, I think that it's really important that you just discuss how you've been social distancing and how you've been quarantining beforehand so that there are no surprises on the date. I think people think it's going to be awkward to wear a mask, but I feel like it's not if you guys have talked about it before and you know what to expect.
Now you're saying to set up multiple dates, but usually because usually you set up one, and then you're like, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, I mean, I think, again, life is crazy right now. Be the star of your own show. And I recommend, if you can, challenge yourself to set up 9 phone calls or virtual dates. And from there, try and go on 3 second dates, whether that's, more phone calls or something social distance, and then you find the one.
But here's the question, the intentions, right? Setting the intentions of what you're actually looking for. Are you saying, like, be honest and say, I'm either looking for short term, I'm looking for some fun.
Wife material.
I'm looking for a serious partner.
Yeah. I think those profiles tend to be the weirdest. I gotta be honest. If your profile is like, this is what I want, like, we all are if we're on a dating app, we kind of all are there for the same reason. I think when I say be intentional, I think of it more as mindfulness. And so I think when we date, even pre-COVID, we don't exactly know what it is that we're looking for, which is why we date the wrong people. So I say, take pen to paper, the old classic way, and literally write out what your non-negotiables are. Because you'd be surprised if you actually write it out, how many people you're going out with that do not fit the bill of anything that you are looking for.
Maybe that's what you put on your profile, your non-negotiables.
Well, but you know what? I mean, those are also profiles that are usually people are like, because it's like, who hurt you? You know what I mean? If you're like, you better not be this,
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. But I think that your non-negotiables should be basic things. Like, it should be like, they make me feel secure. I am attracted to them. They are attracted to me. They are consistent with their communication. Things like that, and you'd be surprised how many people do not fit that criteria.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, but these are for like year-round, right? It's not just for this season that we made up.
No, of course not. But I think cuffing season it's a time of the year that it's cold. You want a warm body next to you, ideally one that's COVID negative. And so people really are trying to be intentional right now. And I think mindfulness is key.
It's like mating season. There's a time, right?
Wow.
So this is cuffing season. So
real quick, have you had
advantage.
success stories with this?
Oh yeah, I had a live dating show pre, COVID. I have an Instagram live weekly dating show where I feature a single of the week. And so those are clips from my show. So I post the single of the week, and anyone who's interested can just shoot their shot right live in the show, and then I'll bring them into the show. And if the suitor is a match for the guy or the girl who's featured on the show, then they talk afterwards.
Oh.
So I had one guy who actually met a girl that he started dating because she tuned into his single of the week, slid into his DMs, and now they're together.
Okay, a true test. Are you dating anyone?
Yes, I am. Yeah, I feel like that helps my credibility.
There you go.
Yeah. Right. All right, sliding into
good.
DMs. I like
Good
what you said.
advice.
Now's the time to kind of grab the bull by the horns. Oh, I said bull.
Oh gosh.
But thank you very much for your advice
course.
and your energy this morning, your humor. I do appreciate it.
Slide into
pleasure.
the DMs, Dan. Slide into the DMs.